Will, another mental Audi, yeah? So we've just been out in the RS2. I'm not sure which way around we're going to post these videos, but that probably went up already.
Yep, okay.
And this car, you've been working on this car for a while, haven't you? It's
yeah, well, so we had it before lockdown from a friend of mine in Northern Ireland, and we wanted some shorter gear ratios in the car. Because he rallies the car in a tarmac championship, or he does it on tarmac events in Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland. And basically, yeah, he wanted some different suspension, which we've changed, and different just shorter ratio, because I had a road car gearbox basically.
Oh,
and the road car 6-speed box from like an RS2 or an S2, they're really long geared.
Really long geared.
And you don't want that. You want to be like 120 mile an hour, maximum 6 gear.
And you want to get
out.
there as quick as you can.
Yeah, and the faster you go through the gears. So, and then so we changed a bit of the suspension and did a couple other bits to the car. We changed the bonnet and top mounts, give it more caster on the suspension as well. So, but yeah, no, we've done the inside the car. Now got flat shift. So
that gearbox must be such an interesting thing.
Yeah, well, it's the original casing. It's made by Drag Power in Bulgaria, but he basically makes the internals from the original casing, so the internals into sequential.
Oh,
so
really?
shorter geared, yeah. So you just pull back on the gear stick to go up gears and go forward to go down gears, but you can flat shift, so you just yank back on it and it just keep your foot flat.
Because it has got a clutch pedal, and it's got 3 pedals as well.
It's still totally the same as normal. You can change. We'll go out in the car and you'll see, and you'll be like, oh,
because that is such a that's an interesting feature on this car. That's the thing I'm most interested to see. I've never been out in a car with a gearbox like that. It's going to be.
No, it's mega. I mean, we made, so this is a EPS Motorsport gear shifter here, and then we actually made a billet plate, or Darren at Alitech made us a billet plate, so that underneath the car just bolted straight in, so we didn't have to make anything for the car. So it just literally just bolted straight in the car.
Bloody hell.
And then we've obviously made the rod to go forward.
Oh, yeah,
to the gearbox, which pushes backwards and forwards.
Very neat, isn't it? Even like the whole car's just fully stripped out. What does the car weigh? Do you know?
I actually weighed it the other day. It weighs 1,320 kilos.
Really? And would it have started off life as a normal UR Quattro? This is not an original short wheelbase.
Basically, Audi used an Audi 82 door sort of front end and windscreen angle, and a coupe Quattro or UR Quattro rear end. Doesn't have to be a UR Quattro rear end. Coupe Quattro rear end. Yeah, that's fine. And then basically, they added the arches on afterwards. So then the windscreen rake's taller. So on a normal Quattro, it runs back like this. Okay. So
just to sort of give it that short.
Doors thinner at the back. The pillars are thinner here on a Sport Quattro. It's got lots of little neat tricks on this, so you can like pop the windows out. So you can pull the window out. You can get to all the suspension mounts, all the belts.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It's pretty cool. There's lots
of perspex as well, yeah?
Yeah, they're
again, saving weight.
Polycarb windows, basically. So, and then your rear window's still the original glass. And then your window sliders. These are polycarb as well.
Bloody hell.
Bonnet's not painted or stickered yet. That's going to get done back in Northern Ireland.
Okay. So, what's the bonnet made out of?
This is Kevlar, so carbon Kevlar.
So it's super lightweight.
If you look underneath, I mean, feel the bonnet. It's proper light.
See that? Even it's
nothing,
bending as well. It's like flimsy, isn't it?
Yeah. So this has got a Wagner inlet manifold, fully built engine by us. Obviously the sequential gearbox. It's got an Owens development turbo. This is a super rare turbo we got from a company called Chevron. That's got a 34mm restrictor on it.
So I noticed that, yeah, because we talked about this the other day, didn't we? So is there restrictions because of the type of car it is?
So all the turbocharged cars have to run a 34mm restrictor.
So that's really strangling the car, surely, like the airflow.
I mean that's massively strangling it.
Yeah,
so
it looks well.
You won't make any more than 320 horsepower realistically with it, roughly. You can. Some engines will make more, but you're running them on a ragged edge.
So the horsepower isn't necessarily the limit, so that's to make it a fair race, I suppose, yeah?
Yeah, so everyone's got a similar chance, so yeah, that's what it is. So this runs the Motec ECU that we normally run. This has anti-lag, it has all the EGT sensors. It's got the later TFSI coils, like the same as the
I thought they looked a bit modern, yeah.
And this is custom wiring loom as well. This one, I believe, this is actually an EPS, Dave Rowe from EPS Motorsport, done the wiring loom for this.
He seems to do a lot of work with Dave, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, his wiring looms are really good, his mapping's really good, he's mapped this car, so, you know, sometimes you just you pick the best thing for the car at the end of the day.
Of course.
So, and then this has got the Group B cast alley top mount, so you can run either the top mount, you can run the chocker top there or there. So if you want more caster, you run it there. If you want less caster, you can run it there. So you can change the geometry just with a pin.
Ah, I see what you're saying. So you slide that pin out and put it in.
Yeah, and then put the chocker forward. You drop it down and put it in. So
bloody hell.
they're ProFlex units, which are super. You know, ProFlex is mega suspension.
So the car's now done. It's ready to go. Is it going to race this year?
The only thing we've got to do is, because we temporarily did this.
Yeah.
And the welding on it's nasty.
Yeah.
So we just did it temporary, and it's going to have that bit cut out and then a different flexi in it. So because what we found was we were running the original wastegate. So the original Audi wastegate's only 34 mil. And we've ended up putting a 45 on because this turbo produced so much air down low. The wastegate couldn't get rid of it. So what we ended up doing was putting a bigger wastegate on to get rid of the air. I mean, the problem we had was we were making 475 pounds-feet at 2,500 RPM. We couldn't control it. So obviously we had to go up on the air, reducing the air. So
I was going to ask you, what's this? This is obviously a radiator of some kind at the back.
That's an oil cooler. It's what they run when the car's dry sump. They run the dry sump tank in the boot, and that's an oil cooler. This is not actually functional on this vehicle, but it's period look what they would run. So if we do dry sump the car, it's already there.
Just there too.
And then basically your fittings will come through the bottom here. So your spare wheels in there, your fuel pumps, fuel filters, fuel tank.
My
battery.
God.
You know, and then your jack and everything sits in the back. You fill the fuel up there.
Oh yeah, because it ain't got a fuel filler on the outside, is it? No.
No. So.
And then what fuel would it?
This runs on normal road fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we ran it on race fuel, then it would make obviously a lot more power, but
it's not necessary.
Well, it's very expensive as well. So
let's get out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Yeah.
You ready?
Fire up the Quattro.
Cool. We have to, because it's sequential, pull back on this lever, and that's first gear.
Oh my God, that is mad, isn't it?
This has got three plated diffs in it, so it's super noisy as well. So
It's going to be noisy.
Yeah,
We're going to apologise now if the sound's bad. We can't do much about that.
It gets quieter in 6th gear. They're all in 4th gear.
The gears are so short, aren't they? It's quick though, isn't it?
Well, I mean, we're not even just driving normally now.
I know. There is no way they're going to be able to hear us through the camera. It's so loud in it. I'm sure they're getting annoyed here though. Oh really? You didn't use the clutch? That is mad, man.
That's just revving to like, I mean, you can use the clutch.
Yeah.
But I use it to change down, just to make it a little bit more.
So all you're doing is pushing that to drop it a gear.
Yeah, that's it basically. And
So
then
it's
if
sort of
you
like a
want to
motocross bike, isn't
go-
it?
That's neutral, and then
So you only use that lever to get it out, in and out of neutral,
yeah.
basically.
So in between, so you go from first to neutral, and then to reverse, you pull the lever again. and that's it.
And what's that there? Is that like a handbrake?
Yeah, so it's a fly-off handbrake. So you just yank it just to see if you want to, you know, do a handbrake turn or whatever on the stage. So if you like, you can drive it normally as well. It's obviously taking a bit of work to drive it.
Yeah, it's not the easiest thing in the world to drive.
No, it's not made for this type of driving. It even feels weird being on a normal road in this bloody, it's a road legal rally car, isn't it?
Basically, yeah, they have to drive in between the stages. So on your under your feet there, you've got a horn, and then a wiper there. So if you click those, that's it, and then exactly. So that's for the co-driver. So if there's an animal in the road or some shit, they can press the horn.
That is crazy.
Good, isn't it?
It's enjoyable from that point of view. Yeah. It's a legendary car as well, isn't it? It's a bloody legend of a car. Grab the bloody dash.
It's funny because you're imagining you're going way faster because you're going up the gear.
The perception of speed in here, it feels like you're going bloody ballistic.
But the car's capable of just, you know, so much. Wide tyres, super brakes. So this will be real fun for the owner.
Yeah.
I can't wait for him to drive it, you know what I mean?
Oh, I bet, yeah.
He'll absolutely love it. So.
Oh, he will absolutely love it. So he's not drove it yet with his setup?
No, not with his setup yet, no.
Even the Motec dash there?
Yeah, you got the Motec dash that you've got. So that's anti-lag now.
Bloody hell. That gearbox is just...
Right. Imagine that with a lot longer ratio.
Yeah.
Like 700 horsepower.
Yeah.
So David from EPS is building a long wheelbase Quattro, and his car's going to be
a longer ratio gearbox.
Yeah, and it's going to have about 750 horsepower.
Really?
So that'll be a good one for you to go out.
Yeah, we'll have to get out in that.
Definitely. So then you've got, so your anti-lag is obviously, if you turn it on, you'll watch the car.
Oh,
you hear it. So it's boosted now. like you'd set off from a stage, basically.
Yeah, with ya. Because you see them, they sit on the line, don't they? And go.
Exactly that,
And then reverse. How do you get into reverse now then?
So now you stop, so you go
all the way. All the way back.
First. So then that's neutral.
Yeah.
And that's reverse. So then now to get into neutral is just pull it back like that.
Well,
and that's it.
That was an experience, man. Thanks, mate.
What we ought to do one day is like get you out on a stage with a proper.
I would actually I'd like it, but I'd be a bit like I'm bad.
Mate, anyone's going to be like.
Anyone would, wouldn't they? Wow. Credit to you as well for being involved with building such an amazing car. Like,
well, with this car, the customer he did the shell.
Yeah.
I think Wishart, a company called Wishart did the roll cage, done a really nice job of that. And then we just do the drivetrain and then the engine electrics. There's a guy called Matt he's got his own like company and he does a lot of wiring and stuff like that. And he's so good. He's basically wired all the car. And then on the other car, Matt did the whole wiring loom. Dave did the engine loom on this one. But yeah, no, it's
a special build, isn't it?
Yeah, super
amazing. Yeah, so yeah. Put Will's links for his website and his Instagram in the description below. If you are new to my channel, this is a bit of a random video for me, but it's definitely been a special day. We just went out in the RS2 as well, so I'll put a link for that video in the description below as well. If you are new, hit subscribe. New video every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 o'clock. Give me a follow on Instagram as well, at Calvin's Car Diary, and hit the like button as well, alright? I'll see you in the next video. Bye. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, did I mention that I'd sold my F80 M3? Pretty sure I didn't, but basically I've bought it back again. More on that in my next video, which is going to be live on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. I'll see you then.